Welcome to another episode of the TUE Brew Review. This week we're wrapping up our 5-part series on pairing Girl Scout cookies with beer. So the final Girl Scout cookie that I'll be pairing with today is the Samoa, which I believe is also I've seen called the Carmel Delight. I get my Girl Scout cookies from different sources, and apparently there's different bakeries or different manufacturers that produce different names, and the cookies might vary slightly, but I think most people are familiar with the Samoa cookie with caramel, coconut, and dark chocolate stripes. I know coconut can be a very polarizing topic. It seems that people either love it or they hate it. So whether you're talking about Samoas or Almond Joys, people tend to have very strong opinions on coconut. So when I think about taking something that's kind of a chocolatey and the sweetness of the coconut, and also the coconut's toasted on here, which I think is a nice touch, I think of the darker beers, maybe not a brown ale, but definitely porters and stouts. There's also coconut porters. I've seen a handful of folks make coconut porters and chocolate coconut porters, which would be very complementary to this. But I think that's a little bit too easy of a 2-foot putt for me. I'm gonna go a little bit stronger, and I thought of pairing it with a strong dark Belgian ale. And the one that I have here is actually a world-class Belgian beer. This is a Trappist beer, St. Bernardus ABT 12. It's a Belgian quadruple or Belgian strong dark Abbey ale. Abbey ale means that it's brewed in the Trappist style, but it's not actually brewed in a monastery. And the number 12, because when you see this different St. Bernardus beers, you'll see different numbers on them. The bigger the number is, the higher the gravity reading. And gravity is measuring the density of liquid. So a wort that has more sugar dissolved in it is more dense. And if you've got more sugar, you're going to get more flavors, more alcohol out of the finished product. So 12 is the biggest number they have. This thing clocks in, I think, at least 10%. Yes, 10% ABV. So this is a big beer. But I think the alcohol, as well as the roast malts and the chocolate malts, I think will help cut through a lot of the sweetness of the Samoa cookie. So that's why I decided to pair it up. So let's go ahead and tear into this guy. And there is also a Belgian strong lighter version of this, but I definitely went with the darker version because again, I want some of those chocolate and roast characters to complement the Samoa. Oh yeah, big malts, nice bit of sweetness. Also, I am kind of feeling some of the alcohol in the nose, and you do get a little bit of the dark fruit, like the raisin, maybe a little bit of cherry in the aromatics. Cheers. Bready molasses, some dark chocolate coming in there. Sweetness, it's light, but it's lingering. And definitely getting some of those dark fruits again. Again, raisin, cherry come to mind. The body on this, I thought the body might be a little more full. It's not light, but I would say it's medium bodied, and it's got a decent amount of carbonation. And now I'm really feeling that alcoholic warmth. I'm also feeling the aged hops in there in the finish, but especially that nice boozy warmth. So this is definitely a sipper, but it's world class. Now let's go ahead and break into one of these Samoas. Love the chocolate. And again, the fact that they toast the coconut, that's a killer move. I think that's wonderful. And it's a good cookie too. The cookie's got a little bit of a crunch to it, so you get a lot of different textures between the cookie and the chocolate and the roasted coconut. Now, let's wash it down with this. Beautiful. Like I was kind of thinking, the booziness in here really helps cut through all of the sweetness in this cookie, because this has got quite a bit of sweetness, but it's still got enough. It's got some chocolate in there, and it's also got some of that fruit characteristic. Really helps clean the palate up. And boy, these are just match made in a monastery. These are wonderful together. So, but experiment and try for yourself. Like I said, try a nice dry stout or a porter, or there's coconut porters out there, coconut chocolate porters, maybe even like a brown ale might go with this. But I think pairing it up with either a Belgian double, which is a lighter version of a dark ale, or this Belgian quadruple, in particular this one, St. Bernardus, ABT 12, is a dynamite pairing. So there you have it, a dark strong ale paired with Samoas. Hope you've enjoyed this Girl Scout cookie beer pairing series. I know I have. It's been a lot of fun. Cheers.